It's the National Football League.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
They had no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go, but if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
The rushing numbers for Bigsby a week ago.
16 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Jacksonville first down and a pickup of 17. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. Down to about the 45. Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Down and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense for the Jags, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now the throw, third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Kirk now, the return. Now a hit and a loose football.
Well, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game.
And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Here's Lawrence.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over. First and 10, it's Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Stroud now on first and 10.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well. Again to Calvin Ridley, and he's got it once more.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Stroud will look to throw once more.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Lawrence will throw. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he will find his man on the outside. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up for the 1st and goal.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
This will be caught at about the 6. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
3rd and goal.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick is indeed good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Again, it's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Cooper here. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 24-yard line.
Play action. Stroud now. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown. Amari Cooper, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to stretch out their lead.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
At the 25-yard line.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1st down, Houston.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At their 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ball start. Offense.
That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. It's caught. Cooper. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
To number 2, Amari Cooper. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And Stroud now to throw. That's complete to Dell. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The throwing again is Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6.
So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Now he's loose at the 40.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 71 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 17-13.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Dalton Schultz and the rest of this offense set to begin another possession.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Now 2nd and 5.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The Texans at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Stroud off the play fake. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent.
Who did things largely below the radar? Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
Stroud sets up the play action. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Stroud working out of the gun.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his close. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this 1st half. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. They go play action with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And his throw is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. His first catch of this third quarter. He had 7 in the first half. It's also a first down.
A gain of 7. And the Texans first down.
Stroud will look to throw once more. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now it's...
There he goes, right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Lawrence.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 catches for him now, and his last one, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Pass incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Lawrence going to throw again. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Logan Cook now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Texans back out there and ready to go.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Now Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. He's got Gibson on the out route.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here goes Stroud again.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
Put a man in motion left, Ridley. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Texans add 6 to their lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Now Lawrence.
That's caught by Jackson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. It's Jackson again on the reception.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. It's a throw again is Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
First and 10, it's Stroud.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Stroud to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Stroud off the play fake.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Takedown, 53 yards.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Bigsby.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Here's Lawrence.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Lawrence will throw.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
A gain of 10 yards. Move those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
From the gun, Bigsby. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And Bigsby once more. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
And his throw here's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence.
Bringing it in, Jackson left side. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And it'll be intercepted.
Derrick Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So the completion good for just 3, and that'll make it second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Up the middle with Eckler. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Stroud. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On the return is Kirk. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the 4th quarter.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And quickly they get to the line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And he will find his man on the outside. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
Lawrence with a completion to Kirk. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Let's go now.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and give it instead to Eckler.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And it's 3rd down.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game